everyone, and welcome back to our channel. We are Millennial Mom. If you don't know who is who, I'm Millennial. This is Mom.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, I'm Mom, or Kay from Millennial Mom, and today we're going to talk about both episodes of 90 Day Fiancé. We got 90 Day Fiancé season 10 of These Two Lovers, and we have 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way episode 17. I forgot to grab the name of the episode, but it's still 90 Day The Other Way episode 17. Now, before I begin, just like with any other video, please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe to the channel, join the family, leave me your comments, and as always, tell a friend that Mom or Kay from Millennial Mom does the 90-day franchises, the 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, The Love in Paradise, The Last Resorts, The Tell-All. Next week, The Family Chantel, so be there or be square, okay? And Married at First Sight, and hello to everyone on the replay. So nice of y'all to join me. So hopefully you all got to watch the episodes. They came out Sunday and Monday. So if you stream, they came out Monday or late Sunday, Monday, today, whenever you got a chance. Hopefully so, because you know what? The original 90 Day Fiancé season 10 with Gino and Jasmine, the one that anchors that, listen, I pegged Rob from the very beginning. He really continues week to week to show his behind, to show how immature he is to be 32. 32, 33, it's 30 something. Okay. He shows how immature he is, in my opinion. And then you have Ashley and Manuel. Listen, there's something going on I can't quite put my finger on with Ashley and Manuel. It's not because she's into whatever she's into, okay? But there's something else that's not, what they say, clean, fresh, that's going on with this relationship. Like, it just isn't. And not just from her. I'm going to say a little bit from Manuel, too. That's what I'm getting. Again, Gino and Jasmine, it is what it is with Gino and Jasmine, because if Gino hasn't figured out by now that Jasmine has been using him and he's her sugar daddy, he never will. And I hate to say this, but Gino, you get exactly what you deserve. You get exactly the treatment because you allowed this treatment thinking that you can't get anyone or better than Jasmine, who's draining you for every dime that you have. Just my opinion. And then we also have Nikki and Igor, or Nikki and Justin, as she puts it. I'm going to say, first of all, I keep saying this every week, but I just can't get past it. Igor/Justin looks the same age he did when she met him 17 years ago. He's truly ageless. I'm like, is he really like 30 something? He gives like he can be like in his 20s. I mean, he looks really good to me. Like, not good like I'm attractive, because I'm not, but just a very baby face, kind of like the Karate Kid. What's his name? Ralph Macchio. He's got Ralph Macchio, I still look, I'm in a time warp kind of thing. But he's not fooling me. I think that Igor is, he wants to be with Nikki, maybe for the experience, but he don't want to be with Nikki for the experience. I'm just saying, what do y'all think? And I think that Nikki, because she's 47, she feels like, she said it on the first episode or so, like this is her first, or she feels like this is her last go round for love, which is not true. I mean, love can come at any time, any phase of your life. But I think that she's just really pushing her agenda for this young guy who really may not be into her. And I think that she knows it. She just doesn't want to necessarily accept it. I'll get to seeing what y'all have to say in just a minute. And then new couple alert, we have Nick from South Korea by way of Australia. Now, when he said that his accent was weird and quirky, whatever, I'm like, you know what, kind of is. I'm glad he said it before we did. Because, yeah, does it really go together? I mean, for him it does, because, hey, he grew up in South Korea, moved to Australia, learned English, so he learned Australian English versus American English. So, yeah, it comes across kind of weird, but we still understand what he's saying. Now, there's a thing about Nick, though. He said in his culture, that he needs his parents' permission to marry anyone at all. So that his parents would prefer a Korean fiance wife versus an American, his words, white girl wife. And then why is he calling her picky? I know he says he doesn't know better, but she's explained to him, even confessional, like, most people in America would look at this like it's not a good thing. And yeah, we'll get to it. So that was 90 Day, just a glimpse of season 10. We're going to start with that first, and then we're going to get into the details of 90 Day the other way. So let me jump to the comments, then I'm going to drop the link, and we can get started, because I'm not going to keep y'all, because I got to give you a video for the last resort after I'm done with this. So let me see who and what's in the comments. And again, hello to everyone on the replay. So we have Miss Cynthia. Hello there. How are you? And Miss Tamika. Hey, girl. Hey. And Miss Sharon. Hello there. Good evening. And yes, don't forget to chat with us. That's how we interact. That's how we know what you think about these couples. And because maybe I'm putting too much emphasis into what I'm seeing. I love to hear your responses and your reactions to what you saw and what you think is going on too. Also in the replay, leave the comments so I know I read every comment and respond to every comment as well. Okay, Tamika, you say Rob is a brat and more that I won't say. Rob is a trip, for real. He's a trip. Frappes and T says, Mom, go easy on Rob. He's sensitive. I see. He's very sensitive. Very. Anyways, hello, Dolores. How are you? Tamika, you say Manuel acts like he has an ulterior motive. I mean, Ashley kind of does too, if you ask me. But okay. Sharon, you say he had work done. Oh, Igor, yeah, he had, but even though if he had work done, your youthfulness in your face is just that. I don't see any fillers or anything like that. I mean, he really has a youthful face. So that's just me. Because you've seen people with fillers. I mean, look at his girlfriend and other celebrities. It doesn't look natural, but he looks very like maybe he did just his body, but he has boyish looks, boyish charm, seriously. Frappes and T said, Yara, if you want to do better than Jovi's like, and Frappes and T, don't have me put yourself on mute already. Like, no, but I get what you're saying. Same neck of the world, same part of the world. Yeah, I get it. Dolores, you say, did Justin Igor know Nikki was trans 17 years ago? Yes, she blurted it out in a argument, and that's what broke them up. Yes. Sharon, you said, yes, I believe. Yes. So Frappes and T's. All right, so I'm going to drop the link. So if you want to join online, let me explain how to join with the link online. If you click this link, let me share. Would help if I shared it. If you click the link, what it will do, it will take you to like your Google Chrome or whatever. You have your choice of not showing your face. So if you're shy or you just don't want no one to know who you are, it'll say turn on camera or turn off camera. You have that option before you even come on the screen. So if you turn off the camera and just allow your voice, that's perfectly fine too. So don't be afraid to join the panel. Anyone is welcome. Okay. And we go from there. If not, you can stay in the comments, but just make sure you interact with us so we know what it is that you think about the episode too. That's how we get stuff rolling and have other people join who's watching on replay and those in the bushes who haven't necessarily subscribed yet. Okay. Let me read one more comment. I'll go to you backstage. Frappes and T said, Igor is more of a gentleman than Jovi ever will be. For now, let's give him a couple more episodes to see what kind of attitude he has. Just because he has boyish charm doesn't mean he don't have attitude. I'm just saying. Are you ready backstage? Okay. Everyone, welcome to Mika.
Hello.
What's your shirt say today? We're going to have a t-shirt.
Listen, so we was Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I was grumpy for whatever reason. It is what it is. I know. I gave them grumpy too.
Okay. All right. I'm just me. No costume needed. I'm just me. All right. So I gave an overview about the episode, but we are actually going to start with Rob and Sophie this time. We're not going to start with Gino, Jasmine. We'll start with Rob and Sophie. Let me just describe a little bit. So Rob and Sophie are on the way to meet Rob's sister so that Sophie can meet the sister, and they could all get together and maybe start to plan this wedding and, you know, go live off in their Cinderella fairy tale land. I mean, everything is cool and calm until the topic of children come up. And the look that Rob gave Sophie, that would fall under if looks could kill, right? He looked at her like
fair.
He looked at her like she was every name under the sun, and like, I know she didn't just say this up in here, right? And so he gets up and he walks away. And I'm like, why? Rob, you're 34. She's 23. She might, besides her medical condition, she just may not be ready to have children. What is the big deal? And how come you can't get to know each other first? That's what I want to know, right? But one thing I was hoping that Sophie would ask the sister was like, how did y'all grow up? Because I really want to know. How did they grow up? You know what I'm saying? Because he thinks the bathrooms inside is bougie, and, you know, just her traveling around because her family happens to have a little bit more than the average person. Like, she's so uppity, she don't know what it is to like be at home or something. Like, I want to know how he grew up. What is his problem? He truly acted like he was a 16-year-old who got mad at their mama for talking about give me your phone. What y'all think about that? I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, he definitely acted like a spoiled brat. He acted like the world revolved around him. And it's like, dude, I was so like with him. That's literally how I was. Like, I can't believe you're acting like this. Can't believe you're acting like this. So he was just, and he don't even know why, you know, she don't want to. And I get her logic. I get her reasoning, you know, because how many times have people got their hopes up to have a kid and then they, you know, because of whatever reason, they're not able to have one.
Right. Exactly.
So
excuse me, medical condition or not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
yeah. And who was to say his swimmers may not be working? It may be him.
That's true. Excuse me, Tamika. Excuse me.
Okay.
Thumbs up when you're ready backstage. Okay. Hey, Devontae.
Hey,
How y'all doing?
Hey.
I was a little late. Color people time.
Listen, you late to the party, but best dressed.
There you go. Finish your thought, Tamika. Finish your thought.
No, I was about to say, you know, why would you even want to bring a child into the situation that you're in? Where's that child going to sleep at? In one of the milk crates? Y'all going to make that to a bed?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, she missed the opportunity to ask, how did they grow up and where did he feel like they were going to go from here if they, you know, do decide to get married and have children? Like, where are we going to go? He made it seem like, from my impression, that he wanted to have a baby like right now. Because the look he gave her was like, girl, you know you're supposed to get pregnant like immediately. That's what I got from that. You know what I'm saying? So, Sharon said Rob did say in the future he wanted children. Sharon also said Team Rob, but they should have discussed this before any engagement. Dolores says Rob is a hothead. They can talk more about it later. And then Frappes and T wants to know, where's the rest of the dwarfs?
At home.
What do you think, Devontae? What do you think about that scene with Rob and Sophie?
I mean, it just shows how much they don't know about each other. Because that's a basic conversation you had at the first couple of days.
That's first date conversation.
Like you said that, how you doing, Dolores? Yeah, you had at this first day when you just hanging around the house and y'all been caking all day. You know, you just walking around the house. You're like, yeah, when I have a little kid, I want a little junior. You know what I mean? And I believe her low key. I don't feel like they talked about it because I feel like he was just so, oh, she the girl of my dreams. And it's just like, I can understand him being upset, but he really need to be mad at yourself. Like, what
Cynthia
are you?
Excuse me, Devontae. Cynthia says Rob wants a baby and Sophie wants a girlfriend.
I mean, they in LA. They can probably get both.
They can get both.
Low key. But I mean, I feel like, bro, like, I feel like understand you upset about that, but I'm like, you got bigger fish to fry, bro. You live in a garage.
I promise you, I typed that not for this couple, but for somebody else. I'm like, they have bigger fish to fry.
Like,
exactly. Yeah. But it was just the way that he was just like walking around, kind of like I'm gonna drop him even lower than 16-year-old, like an elementary school person, like a fifth grader, like.
Why you start crying though? You got emotional about that? For what?
Exactly.
She the girl of my dream. This was the plan. Like, bro, you ain't got no plan. We could tell by the way you living. Ain't no plan, bro. No plan. What is your job? You can't have no plan without no job.
Right. And so, the sister did say, well, y'all should have talked about this. She explained about her medical condition. And yeah, she should have told her. I mean, she flew all the way here from London, whatever. Clearly they're engaged and clearly they are thinking about a life together. So kind of way it should have come up about maybe not being able to have
children. I think she's lying.
Well, I don't think she's lying about her surgery. Why do you think that?
I think you got to think this is a black girl that looked like a white girl. I think she don't want to have a baby because that baby gonna be black. They both mix. That baby is going to be black.
I mean,
and she already don't like herself. You got to think. Look how she present herself. She don't like herself. You know, you black. He mixed. Y'all gonna have a black looking baby. That baby is going to be black, and she probably don't want that baby to go through what she went through. And she probably like, oh yeah, they found a cyst. Just because they found a cyst, did the doctor say you couldn't have babies? The doctor will tell you, look, this cyst. I'm gonna be real with you. You ain't gonna be able to have no kids. They ain't gonna wait to tell you. They gonna tell you.
True. She was England.
That's where
Okay, she must know the royals because they when Meghan Markle had that baby, they was like, that baby gonna come out black.
They were concerned. I mean, DNA could play a big role.
Role.
You never
ain't
know.
No telling.
But you got to think they both damaged people. They both was on the site for mixed people. Who does that? Only a psycho? What? No.
I'm not gonna say that because there's sites for all kind of stuff, so you never know.
You want a mixed person? Why that specifically? Like, what does that mean?
Because they know the struggle of mixed people. That's what I'm gonna assume.
Phil Foster Dog Mom says, true, Devontae. That is why people that were passing were apprehensive to have children.
Yeah. I don't believe that, girl. It's easy to get people to sympathize when you say something like that. You can't believe this. This is the internet era. I don't believe. No, I don't believe. Where the paperwork at?
All right, but that doesn't excuse Rob's behavior, though.
No. He acted. He didn't act 32 or what is he? 32?
Let me see.
He acted 2.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Let me see. He is 32. Yeah.
Yeah, he stormed off with his arms crossed and his lips poked out.
Throwing that football like his dad ain't come pick him up. What do you want to talk about?
But it's just a point of like, so when they leave there, so nothing's gone right and she's feeling bad. Why is she like, is there any heat in this car? I'm cold. He's like, not really. So he don't have no heat in the car. There's no bathroom in the house. There's probably no shower in the house. Probably no real good blanket. He don't have nothing.
I think he was just mad and he didn't want to turn the heat on.
How would they get the baby home with a 2-seater?
I don't know.
She gonna hold it.
That's against the law. Cynthia Hughes says all women don't want kids. That's true. And then she's on the young side. She may not want any right now. So the point is he needs his whole demeanor, his energy. He gave that day one when he was talking about before she even came with his little boombox and his little dance. Like, he's just a mess the whole season. I don't know if we're going to see them the whole season because with other couples we still haven't met, it's giving somebody's going to like drop off. And if they drop off, is either, in my opinion, is either going to be, if it does, Rob and Sophie or Nikki and Igor. One of the two are on the way to being dropped off to me.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move to Gino and Jasmine. Let's make this real quick. So Jasmine's feeling bad because she spent the money. Well, she's feeling bad for the money she spent on those butt implants, right? But here's the thing, though. Gino is upset for the umpteenth time because he's been lied to. What's she gonna lie about next? Everything, Gino. Everything. You haven't figured it out yet? But the trip is when she got on the phone to talk to her sister about laughing about the money, not just from Gino, the money from Dean, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
And Gino quit his job. You saw the sister go, pull to Tamika. She said, what? Okay. Because that sister and them kids, that whole entire family is looking to come to Michigan from Panama. It's all right there in that scene. Now tell me, am I lying? Am I lying, y'all? Did y'all see the same thing?
I saw it. Yeah, because why is the sister mad? This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Nothing to do with you. Exactly.
Because how your kids gonna come over there? I wasn't planning on keeping them forever.
Oh,
he ain't got no job.
No, she wanted to come over too.
The kids and the sister.
Yeah,
she the baby sister. I mean, she the babysitter.
Still, that's not the point. Is we know now. See, without us having assumptions about stuff being planned, we know now in that phone call this was planned by the sister. Actually, like, so if he quit his job, you may not get a sponsor. What's gonna happen with us? I'm like, girl, who is us? It's me, Gino first, and then y'all. You know, at least play it off for the camera, but it all came out. And so now Gino, I mean, what's he gonna say now? What's he gonna do? He's either gonna accept this or he's gonna drop Jasmine. But he truly feels, in my opinion, that Jasmine is the best thing since sliced bread.
He's not gonna drop her. What else? Where else he gonna find a Jasmine? He gonna have to start this all the way over again. He know what he doing. Gino's smart. He quit his job because he know I gotta keep my eye on you because we know how you do. That you already sneaking money from Dan. Oh, it was a gift. It was a loan that turned to a gift. How's it a loan and you ain't got no income?
Right.
Everybody know you ain't got no job. How you gonna pay it back? What you was gonna let your allowance from Gino keep adding up and you was eventually gonna send it back? Stop it. You know what's going on. We know how you got the money and we know why you got the money. And you want to sit here and fake with your crocodile tears because Gino fall for it because got you a Gino that got a sleeping hat. You know what you doing. You gotta have a man with a sleeping hat because he the only one that's gonna really fall for them antics.
That's true. But then, you know what? She decided that she was going to tell Gino eventually about the money from Dane. Because I was like, when's eventually? I was like, never.
After they say I do.
I still wouldn't. I mean, for what? But when Jasmine does sit down to try to talk to Gino about whatever, how did the conversation get about her alopecia? I'm like, girl, you're not crying about nothing. You just want to take the heat off of Gino to not be mad at you, like my hair, my alopecia. You already know. I said, Gino, go somewhere. Go to your uncle's house. Do something.
Now, I'm not. If somebody in the comments can help, I thought with alopecia, you lose all your hair and you become bald. Now I know her hair is thin because when I saw her, I'm like, her hair is really thin.
Yeah.
But I thought with alopecia, you literally lose all your hair. Because you usually lose it in like spots and then they just cut it all off. But I could be wrong. I mean, she could have, I don't know. She got, maybe splotches in the back where she missing patches of hair. I don't know. But
I don't believe it. Nope.
Yeah. Is alopecia where you still have hair with alopecia, or maybe she talked to Jada Pinkett. So
remember, her and Dan was just friends. They didn't ever do anything. You remember that lie she told? She told too many lies in a row. She gonna tell the truth now for alopecia? No, she gonna tell the truth. I knew when they sat down. I was like, watch. I was literally at work, and I was like, watch how she spin this around to make herself look like the victim.
And
be like, because I have your say, I want to look pretty for you. I want to look pretty. Jasmine. Really? Yeah. You think it take this much to look pretty for Gino?
There's 3 forms of alopecia. hair loss from the scalp or elsewhere on the body. Most common types, male or female pattern baldness, alopecia areata, sudden hair loss that starts with one or more circular bald patches, and telogen effluvium, a reversible condition in which hair falls out after a stressful experience. So clearly, Jasmine may have the third one where she's stressed all the time behind Gino, and her hair is falling out. But regardless of which one, there's 3 different types where you lose all
Look
your
at her eyebrows. Her eyebrows thick as heck.
Well, I'm just saying.
It ain't added up, and it's all added back to Jasmine's a liar.
2 plus
She's
2
been
is
a
5.
liar. She's been a liar the whole time. I don't know what's true about this woman, but she lucky she got her Gino. That's all she lucky for.
Yeah.
She caught you a lick.
Yeah, Phil Foster Dog Mom says she probably had traction alopecia from having all those tracks in her hair. She says, my hair is pretty long, but I have a spot in the front. The doctor says I have scarring alopecia. Yeah, there's different kinds.
Okay.
Phil, we're going to jump off then because there's really nothing to talk about. It's the same thing every time.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Every time with them. So, like I said, I was just really tripping off the sister going, clutching her pearls like,
I can't wait for next week.
Been lost. You know what I'm saying? But this comment right here, I'll let y'all read it yourself. What Phil Foster Dog Mom says. So this really might be the next couple to go because I'm about to hit them next. So take a minute and read her comment.
I saw that earlier. Now I got to go fan a picture.
What?
That is some serious allegations.
Where did you see that?
Phil Foster Dog Mom, where'd you see that if you don't mind sharing? Those are all, they have not been proven yet, so we don't know if it's true. But if it is, the odds of them remaining on the show.
Oh, yeah. You about to be out.
So let's move to Nikki and Igor / Justin. So the next morning after Nikki's arrival, it took all I could not to put that picture as a thumbnail the next morning. Because I was like, nah, I don't want the backlash from whatever could happen with that. I'm like, so we've seen her without the makeup. So now we've seen her waking up. So Nikki has bad skin. I'll just leave it at that. Nikki says in production that they did not have intimate time with each other. And she's really hoping that they would because it's been 9 long months. She said 9 months or 9 years. Which one she said? It sounded like she said 9 months. But then
I thought she said 9 months.
Yeah, because I'm like 9 months, but I thought they have been together for years. So that story didn't add up either. So anyways, when she's getting ready to go to the park, he said, how many hours is it going to take you to get ready? I said, not hours. Hours to go to the park. She said, don't bother me. Okay. All this takes time. You go get us some breakfast. And by the time you come back, I might be done a little bit. Okay.
Right.
So he went and got breakfast, whatever. He came back. She was still getting ready. He said, so how many more hours you need? I said, nah, how many more hours you need? So she said, I'm a makeup artist. Are you? She goes, if you're not 1, 2, 3, right? She was naming off everything. And he said, keep going. You got more fingers than that. I said, there you go. Tell her about herself because listen, we're only going to the park. All this isn't necessary. Matter of fact, I thought I said I liked you natural. What happened? Mm-hmm. So anyways, they get to the park and he wants her. They get cotton candy and ice cream. And I think she purposely put that ice cream on her face. It's like
she did. Because how we get way up there? Lick it off. I was like,
He said, I don't want to lick it off, right? So on Pillow Talk, I heard them say, well, if he licks it off, you need to take another 3 hours to get her makeup done.
Exactly. I heard that. You want a vanilla ice cream with a side of makeup? Nah, that's nasty.
So they sit down.
No.
Go ahead.
No, I was saying when she said that was just like, bro, you could already tell he feel weird. Like everything he do with her is just like, no, like you talking about lick it off my face. Like, lady, you 47 years old. Sit down somewhere and get the napkin.
First of all, if you have the right man, they'll lick it off your face.
Okay.
The thing is,
you're right. She ain't got the right man. He's scared to kiss her.
He's already apprehensive about them being in public anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's thinking, if I do this, what if people think I'm licking this off of a man? He already said in conventional, she's like, do I look like a porn actress or something? He said, no, a trans. And I was like, she just
said that?
Yes, he did. She can't catch a break. She's like, well, at least I don't sound like a trucker. I'm like, well.
That message I sent you about when she was just like, let's go make babies. I was like,
yeah.
I rewinded it.
You did?
I had to rewind it. I know. I was like, I know you effing lying. She didn't say that. I had to rewind my TV.
But maybe it take her 3 hours because it's just like when she does it, it takes her a while to think that she is enough. Maybe that's why it take her 3 hours. Because I don't think, do makeup take 3 hours?
Maybe.
I know it could take like an hour if you're doing your eyebrows, your eyelashes. Like 3 hours,
it's hard to respond, though. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to respond sometimes politically correct. First of all, if she doesn't think she's enough, in my opinion, she got all those surgeries, all those fillers, all those enhancements. She learned makeup artistry. She should be able to do it pretty quick. It shouldn't take 3 hours.
3 hours and you a professional makeup artist? I don't think you would be getting booked. 3 hours, you can't make enough money. That's too long.
It is. It is. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to say she's on her own skin, but she doesn't necessarily feel comfortable in her own skin. She feels like she has to have that makeup quality on to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say with this couple. But
I just think she's in denial.
She's in something.
Because that this man only came back because he needed the money. Well, let's be real. Let's be real.
He trying to be a cat man.
He all of a sudden accepted you being trans, but as soon as you get there, it's weird. Y'all already known each other for 12 years.
17.
17, even worse, 17 years. It took you a year to accept that you was trans or whatever. I think she traumatized him. But then he got back to that apartment, the toilet broke down. He like, oh, I need money fast.
I also think that once you transition, in my opinion, I don't think that thought ever goes away in your mind. Do people think I look the way I'm supposed to look? I don't think that ever goes in your mind. You know what I'm saying? If you went from one sex to the other, you're living as a male versus female, that's always in your mind. Can people tell? Because she talks about it all the time. So I think that's still there. That's probably why she, in my opinion, maybe she puts on so much makeup all the time instead of looking natural. But
it's not like she doesn't look like a woman. It just, she looked like a woman that messed herself up.
Yeah. Tamika, did you get the daily?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. So Frappes and Tea said the delusion. Sharon says, yeah, she said that dumb comment about the makeup. Cynthia says, for that face, Nikki needs 3 hours. Frappes and Tea says she got her makeup from Jeffrey's. Anyways, yeah. So now they're at the park, right, and doing those games. We have to move past that comment. Move past those games. He couldn't think of nothing else he wanted to do. He didn't want to walk around the park to show her. We just had to sit here, a little brain game. You know what I'm saying?
They was in the corner.
It looked like they was in a park behind the bushes. That was some behind the bush. No, you come over here. Well, I want the sun. No, I don't want to mess up you. I don't want you to get sunburned. You come behind the bush. Yeah, let me face the people. Let me face the people. Yeah.
I thought that was very odd. We're just gonna sit right here. We're not gonna walk around and just have a nice day, eating our little snacks and just
talking about they was tired. Wow, that's why you ain't had sex. Igor, what was you tired from? You live in your country. What is you tired from, sir? What is your job? Do he got a job?
I don't know.
Wait, I think he's a personal trainer. I think he's another personal trainer.
Boy, you ain't tired for no personal training.
So, well, anyways, Nikki told him that later on that he's got 2 days to get together or she's going home. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
gonna have
If she really had self-esteem, it wouldn't be no 2 days. You would leave. You would have
right.
never came over there.
You're right.
You got no self-esteem, Nikki. You 47. You could find somebody that love you for you. He
yep.
ain't it. He just ain't it. He don't want you in public. He don't want you at his gym. He got you
Nope.
behind the bush. He don't want to kiss you at home.
He don't
As
want to be
soon as
out
you
at
talk
night
about
with you. He don't want none of that.
at night, who don't want to bring nobody out at night? That's when you bring the people that you don't want to be with at night. You bring them out at night. Dark club.
Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going to happen with them. Well, with that comment, I guess
Yeah.
they're probably the next to go. All right, so let's move to Ashley and Manuel. Listen, I'm already tired of Ashley. I'm
Yeah.
already tired of Ashley. I'm already tired of Ashley's attitude, energy. Her energy is off. Ashley. She talked about she don't want to meditate with Manuel. You do need to meditate by yourself because all that is off. Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't like what she presents. Ashley, you get him how you lose him. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
Because listen, she's mad that his phone don't have the international plan and that he's using her Wi-Fi, but he wants his own phone for privacy. Now, I do think there's something else going on with that too, but it's just the way that she's going about it though. Like she knows that he came here. No one really knew where he was. He just talked to his mama yesterday. Okay. So his mama probably said, hey, Manuel is over in America with that girl. Because if I was his mom, that's what I would say. With that girl.
With that brown girl.
And this is her phone number because, you know, his number's not working. So if you want to talk to him, call. So what is her problem with the family calling? That's what I want to know. What is the problem?
Because they wasn't a part of the plan. She didn't know he had family there. She thought she was gonna have him to herself, and he was just gonna leave his kids, and it was gonna be that she was gonna get her little fairy tale wedding. But my thing is, if you a witch and you can see everybody else's future, you can't turn the crystal ball on yourself. Do it not work?
Mm-mm.
You
That
can't
family gonna pull
reverse
up on
rich.
her.
It don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's her. She crazy.
Yeah.
Sharon and Ashley, excuse me, Sharon and Dolores say Ashley's annoying and bossy. Phil Fox's dog mom says she was burning down the house and had no internet to save her with his family. Okay. I'm like, you don't hear
The fire, right? Fire alarm, smoke detector.
I'm smoking out the energy. Like, ma'am, not when I'm asleep. I'm waking up. I'm having my good. What part of the dream is this? And then I'm thinking you down there. I go to the kitchen thinking you left some eggs to go to the bathroom. You up here, oh my yeah, I'm yanye. What is going on here? Orderly.
Right. She very controlling, very bossy. She wants things to go her way, but she knows he has kids. Remember last week's episode? She was like, I wonder if they know I'm going to be their stepmom. First of all, she don't even give like she wants to be a stepmom. She don't even give like she wants to
be a mom.
Talk to his family.
Where the kids gonna fit?
I don't know.
Ain't no room at that house.
Yeah. They ain't even gonna have no door on their room.
Ain't no doors. It's some curtains out the curtain. I said, Ashley, Home Depot, you could just build the thing to slide that turn into a door. Come on now.
Right.
I know he can build it.
Mute your mic. Frappe's muted or I'm gonna mute it. Thank you. She should know a window should be open when burning sage. Yes, she should. But then she had the nerve. You keep it mute for like a minute. Like you count your minute. I'm serious. Then Ashley had Manuel call his cousin for real and be on FaceTime. And I'm like, if it was or wasn't a cousin, you know what, Devontae? Knock it off. I'm like, if this really was or wasn't the cousin, she played the role well, but I think it was the cousin. But okay, so maybe some people may not have been cousins. Maybe they could have been friends or friends of the family.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, other cultures run deep. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
just think it was rude of her. It was rude of her to just be like, well, who are you? And oh yeah, maybe we'll get together later. I'm like, you don't care about him. You don't
You
give
know.
a damn about Manuel, what he got going on. You just want to get married because that's what you want to do, and that's it.
Right.
So what you think, Tamika? And I might let you come back, Devontae.
Yeah, because she was, once she knew that was a cousin, she was all in. Because it's like, girl, let him have his privacy. You speak the language. So you could be at the door like, what they saying? So it's just, she's creepy. He's delusional. And they're a match made in heaven.
Oh, I could. Oh. Sir, nah, you need a few more minutes. You still laughing? All right.
I was laughing at what she said. I wasn't laughing at that no more. I mean, his family though, his family was bold. She was like, "Why you calling so much?" Because he ain't never answered video call, and I want to talk to my cousin. I was like, oh, she ain't playing.
Manuel is an opportunist for Fiancé said. I mean, him having family that happens to be in New York, I don't consider that a coincidence.
He said if they don't get married, he ain't never going back to Ecuador. So he about to go pull up in New York and be hidden. They already got him a social security number and everything.
Mute your mic. You got a 2-minute timeout. We're not doing this today. Fiancé said he's looking for a sponsor like Jasmine. Anyways, we can move on to the new couple alert. All right, we can go from Nick from South Korea. We're gonna start with Ashley and Manuel first next time. Nick from South Korea, by the way of Australia, right? He's with Devin. Nick says he is mixed with everything. Yeah, I'm looking at you up in the corner. He's an electrical engineer by day and a karaoke star by night. He said he met his girlfriend while in Australia. He says she's friendly and cute and the first white girl he's dated. He says Asian girls are too skinny. But why, when we saw Devin, she was practicing soccer though, right? In her Nike outfit? Was that the same Nike outfit she came to Korea with? Because it looked exactly, that gray looked like it was the same exact outfit. I'm just saying. Now, what do we think about Devin? Nick, excuse me. First of all, calling Devin Piggy. He said she's cute and a little chubby. I'm like, she's chubby.
She's just thick. She's just a little thick. She ain't chubby.
If she chubby, I'm 700, 600 pounds. Save my life over there.
But did y'all see how she was like robotic? Hi, my name is, and how she was talking. I'm like, is she gonna move her mouth or her teeth?
Now that's where I rewinded it back from to this ma'am. I was like, what she said? I was like, huh? And I had to read it, do it again. She's like, oh, I'm from, what she say? Arkansas? Where's she from?
Arkansas. Yeah, she's from Arkansas.
And I said, does she have a Southern accent with Australian accent? Because did they meet in Australia, or they just met on that Tinder app while he was in Australia? How did they actually meet? Did anybody catch that?
On the Tinder app in Australia.
But was she in Australia though? He was, but
yes, she was in Australia. She was in school, but she missed her family and she went back home.
Okay, so that's why she sound like an Australian accent with a Southern accent. That's why it sounds like a mime. She's a mime, something.
She is, because her mouth wasn't moving, but there was a whole voice coming out.
Well, I'm gonna say with this couple, I don't know if they're gonna make it. Just by the way that Nick describes Arkansas, by what Devin said. Did y'all see the look of the town? It looked like a old school Andy Griffith show from back in the day.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it.
Western set, and I'm like, ooh, that's where you going?
Right. Their biggest store is Walmart. Walmart is the mall.
If they
everything.
It's a super.
They might. You know what? They might got a Kmart.
No, Kmart's
out of business.
Not in Arkansas.
Well, Devin, why I keep saying Devin, that's her name. Nick is going to miss culture because he said they don't have no culture.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no Korean food, no community, no nothing, just Arkansas. I wonder if her family, and I'm not saying this because she lives in Arkansas, if they live like farm life, like what's her name? Juan and the other person that had the baby. What's her name again? That was always on that cruise ship. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, them. Yeah.
It's giving that. It's giving that kind of lifestyle where it looked like he's not going to be able to hang in there. So
He not.
we didn't get too much from him, really. So maybe next week we will. But next week they definitely have Closet Dude on there because I want to see the chapalas and everything else and little hats and hear Mom as to why she in the closet. And then did you see them go look at their storage facility?
Oh my God.
So they give
it's hoarders.
They're giving hoarder, right? So yeah, I'm not gonna want to live in there either. All right, so that was the end of the 90-day fiance. Let's jump to 90-day the other way. I'm gonna just start off fresh with Holly and Wayne, real quick. Holly, we told you so.
Yeah, you didn't listen.
Point blank. Period. There's nothing more to add. She's homesick. She don't like the environment, which was the same when you got there. She feels like, Wayne's got to take every little side job to support her. She's used to working. She's used to friends and community. She don't have any, so she wants to go home. Anybody have anything else to add? With Wayne and Holly?
I just slow. And every time he just looked low. Well, where you wanted me to move to? I got everything here. Sir, you have nothing. You
have
got
nothing.
A sprinkler mace system just in case the power go off. She was sitting on the floor and it went pitch black. I thought my iPad died. That's how dark it was. I was like, what happened? You're like, oh no. No, we got to move out of this part. Where's the Africa? What a part of Africa where it stay lit?
Right.
The whole time.
Right.
Talking about you invested. Why you didn't get a generator before you invested in crypto?
First of all, why would he waste his money on a generator if the power grid go out? If the power go out, there's no sense in the generator. It's out. They're not.
A gas generator.
They get a gas generator.
Yeah, get a gas generator.
Yeah, but somebody will steal it. So.
Oh well. Tied to the house.
I don't know. But I can't see. Can you now picture this? And we're not going to comment on it, but I just want y'all to think about this since you brought up Devontae. If they did move to a part of South Africa where the lights don't go out, which isn't anywhere, where else would they move to? Holly's not going to be comfortable. Holly's from Idaho. Now let's move to Danielle and Yohan. So once again, there's an issue with this couple. Okay.
I want to fight Yohan.
Go ahead. Continue.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So there's an issue. So clearly the counselor didn't work and the life coach didn't work. First of all, this better be their last season on this show because there's nothing to talk about with them either. It makes Holly and Wayne more interesting than this because we saw this coming. I'm not surprised that Yohan was withdrawing 100, 200, whatever pesos. I'm not surprised because he feels like he's the man of the house. And Danielle said, we're going to America. How many times have we said that? We haven't gone to America, so guess what? I got to get it somehow. But I will say this, though. He made a good point. You can't steal from your spouse. What's mine is yours. What's yours is mine legally. That's true. So you can't.
He didn't steal. He violated. He violated
violated the trust. He violated the trust. He should have told her. But I'm just saying he did make a good point about that. But do you think that Danielle took it extreme? Because it turned out to be like just about
$160, bro. Danielle, you tried to hype it with the 5,000 pesos. I went straight to Google. I said, he took $220.
Yeah, if that. But you never know what they needed it for. You never know. But I don't know. I just think it's the fact that Danielle wants to control everything and Yohan lying and that he just feels like he wants to be in America. So I think he's like taking from Danielle to get the things that he needs because he doesn't know how else to get it. I know it's not right, but I think that's what he's thinking just by how I've seen him progress. What do you think, Tamika?
I did not like how he was, had that matter of factly attitude. Like, I'm the man and you're going, what, like you said, what's yours is mine and what's mine is yours. And just how he was just acting towards her. Now, she's wrong too. Don't get me wrong, because she definitely gaslit him and said, yeah, we're going to go here, 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 here. And we going to stay there. But just how he was acting towards her, I was like, you. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that because I don't want to be muted again.
As far as I'm concerned, their relationship was been done. I think it's
been over
and is what it is. They need to go.
Well, she ruining the relationship because he the only one sticking to the plan. You know what you did? You bought you a nice looking. Where he from?
Dominican.
Yeah, you paying for it. You said we gonna live this certain life when we out here. I'm gonna pay for this, this, and this. And now you mad that he is expecting you to pay for this, this, and this. You said my friends, him talking to his friend, talk about what his friend girl do for him. He like, well, dad,
right?
He got a car and everything. She ain't got no money or she jipping me on the deal. He's supposed to be a kept man. She's talking about, I won't pay for no man. No, that's what you lied to yourself. You know exactly what this was. He never loved you. He only loved you when you bought him stuff. You said you bought him everything he has.
That's true.
So why are you surprised that he going in your bank account? You buy everything, right? You the sugar mama. This why you came over here. Where's the sugar at? That's what he's saying. You the sugar mama and you trap me with this dog. I don't want this dog. That ain't what we signed up for. We don't want no dog. You was supposed to help me open my little meat shop. Then you made me shut my meat shop down. So I ain't got no money. I can't even make my own money. And if I am making my own money, I feed myself. I pay my part of the electric bill. This is what we agreed upon. Don't be coming to try to change the game plan. Oh, I pay for everything. And you're supposed to pitch in. No. You want to hit this body because you ain't getting this over there. You know it. You got to pay. So don't be surprised. Why you going to switch it up now because you're on TV? You've been paying for it. Pay for it. Don't switch it up.
Well, that was the mic drop. You just said everything that Yohan wanted to say. And
that's what he basically said in Spanish. You know what this is. You know what this is. I don't know. And like he said, okay, you want me to leave? Give me everything I paid for. Give me it all.
There you go. Sharon says he lied though. My mom, old wives' tale, always says if you lie, you steal. That's true. I just said that maybe like 2 weeks ago. If you lie, you'll steal. If you steal,
you'll lie.
If you steal, you cheat. If you cheat, you die. You'll kill. Something like that. In the same order, whatever. Yeah, I get it. Cynthia says they're both our users. And Dolores says Danielle is too controlling. And that's true to both. And I'm tired of them. Seriously.
I'm over them too.
Storyline over. All right, let's move to, we got 3 more. And I'm trying to get y'all out of here quick. All right. So Kim and TJ finally married.
Jesus Christ, about time.
There's
it's 100. It's 100 ritual. If y'all spin that pan with the candles one more time, if we gotta do it 700 times, just get it all done today, okay, Mama? How many times?
And what did they feed her? Because I'm like, what you putting in my mouth? What is that?
I thought she got high because she started getting weak. I said they put a little weed in there. What is going on in India? Was that an edible?
That's what
whatever ritual was, she just went along with it. Could be anything that she's doing, eating, ingesting, whatever. But Kim says that, there's been a Band-Aid put on the issues with the family. We knew that. Yeah. I'm surprised she just said it like so soon after the wedding. I thought maybe after we hear her scream in a couple days, that's what it would be. But when they walked her through the kitchen, though, and said, yeah, now we're married, you can come in the kitchen because the kitchen is the holiest place in the house. I said, Kim, get ready. You just don't even know was
What's
about to
about to happen?
even now.
Man.
And at the same time, it's kind of not cool that TJ didn't tell her
Yep.
what's going to happen. Like she's going to be, he said the head of household. What that means, taking care of everything. You're a confidant, you're a sister, you're a friend, you're everything to this house and the community. So she is in for it.
Well,
And
I'm not gonna blame TJ. I mean, I'm gonna blame TJ 50% and her 50% because he should have told her, but in actuality, she should have researched as well
that's
to
true too.
know that this is going to last 3 days and to know, I remember taking pictures for a Nigerian family and the mother had passed away, and
Uh-huh.
so. I mean, they partied. This wasn't no repast. This was a whole party. And they was like throwing money at people. And I'm just like, wait a minute, what y'all doing? So literally when I got home, I didn't even go to bed. I was like, let me research and see what they do. And that's what they did in that
Uh-huh.
culture. So it's like you have to know what kind of culture you're getting into. And she didn't do that. So it's partly her fault.
That's true. It is. That's true. But still, you can research to me, but until you're there in it to know exactly what it means, I still think he should have told her what the expectations were for particular rituals when you get there, because you can read things and not interpret it correctly. So I still give him the 51% on that. Like he should have said something and not blindside her, because she don't have the blindside personality at all. You know what I'm saying? She got the flip the table chairs personality, if you ask me. So did you have anything to add with that, Devontae?
No, I low-key think he married a Karen. She give me Karen vibes.
Most
I
certainly
just
did.
I don't like her. She just complained about the dumbest stuff. You moved over to India, girl. You know this wedding was gonna be 700 days long. Talking about, oh, I miss my family. They're gonna leave, and I don't know how I'm gonna adapt. Well, why'd you marry an Indian man?
Yeah.
You was studying in India. You ain't seen one wedding.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't look it up on YouTube. You got YouTube. Why you didn't look up all the customs?
Yeah, but it was your wedding. You to me, that's what I'm saying. You can see what's gonna happen, but it's the after, what's gonna happen when you're married, go through the kitchen and all that stuff. That's not on YouTube. I don't think so. The customs
Boy, that when they went to that kitchen, I almost died. He
I'm
said she wasn't allowed in the kitchen. I'm like, y'all can't be in there at the same time. No way.
Right? Because he can't go in.
And on top of that, she can't cook her onions and garlic either. So
he can't go in the kitchen?
Usually the men don't. If the women are in there, the men can't go in there. And that's what I learned from Submit and Jenny.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember that, but okay, I got it. All right. Yeah. So anyways, she'll find out next week. That's when everything comes crashing down for her. So
when she figure out she to help.
Yeah. Pretty much.
More or less.
More or less.
My, how the time you reversed.
Seriously. Reverse. All right. So Sarper and Shekina. So Shekina's sister went back home to the States. She still don't have a good vibe from Sarper. Why are they just now looking for a mattress? Shekina had the nerve. Shekina, does she not realize? I know they say you get comfortable with the camera, but does she not realize that what she's saying is forever? She said that they've been sleeping on the sofa for 2 weeks. I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. We would have got something, or else I was going home. You know what I'm saying? Because she make it seem like he didn't do nothing on the sofa, the floor, the bed.
The counter.
Right. He said 2,500 women.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
he had about 500 on that sofa.
Right. That house towed back. Ain't nowhere you probably need to go to the neighbor house. And that probably ain't even safe.
You take a black light, you probably about 3 or 4 different DNAs on there.
Right.
300 or 400 different DNAs.
I said, first of all, the sofa, I don't care what kind of sofa you have. Everyone knows the sofa is only big enough for you when you in that section. You know what I'm saying? You can lay next to me, but the sofa is not really meant for that. And it's not a sleeper sofa either. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if the bed was broke down, the sofa was broke down too, period. And yes, I said it, Sarper, in the story. So now they're going out on the town or whatever, and Shekina is upset because yes, he took a picture while her sister was there, but they haven't posted it yet. And this is where I said you got bigger fish to fry. I said, Shekina, you have bigger fish to fry than posting a pic on social media as if you're 25 years old looking for, a comma. Is that all she got to worry about is a picture of them together? Like, ooh, this is us. Like, no, ma'am, you got to worry about getting your health together because I'm sure his conquests weren't protected. Okay, one. Yeah. Two, your 15-year-old, where's she gonna stay? And three, is this really the right relationship for you? Because what red flags don't change to green. And if he calls her out of her name one more time, talking about is a language and cultural barrier.
It's not.
I'm gonna be through. Now, what y'all got to say?
Because a B is a B in any language.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she's like, oh, he's just, learning the language. He know what he's saying.
Right.
He know exactly what he's
saying.
You
need to learn the language. You're slow. But she ain't slow. She know what she doing. She know exactly what she doing. She live in fairy tale land where she thinks, oh, I got the hot guy. He got the body and blah, blah, blah. And look, your daughter was crying because you dumb. Oh, my God, my mama's so stupid. She just going over there. And the sister came over to just see how stupid you was.
Right.
The sister was just like, oh, my God. This just the foreign. This is the other dude was foreign, too. You just love you a foreigner that just ain't nothing, do you? Just don't have no respect for yourself. Just none. As beautiful as she is.
Her friend.
She's not ugly. She's not ugly.
She's not. She can back those.
I mean, she one procedure away from.
Right.
Like, right. Hey, stop with your lips right now. Stop it. One more needle pop.
Right. Her friends told her before she went to how she was behind men as well. So, same thing. But Phil Foster Dogman says, on this mattress, Sarper used the B word about her. You be sitting on the mattress by yourself. I want to first come over. She knew this fact before she come over. Like, what? Even if he did decide Shekina is now the one, how could you be comfortable like that as a woman in that relationship? Just knowing the things he's gone through. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So, again, she got bigger fish to fry. All right.
So you're making her orgasm 10 times a thing. I mean, baby, her brain is scrambled.
I wasn't going to say this, but I also have, and also I'm reading word for word, TMI about their intimate life. Sarper says she hits the O many times. I said the odds of the O being real all the time aren't real anyway. Now let's move to Mary and Brandon. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So Brandon's mom is at the house that Brandon built. Okay. Mary says she doesn't feel comfortable with Mary's mom, and she feels like she's being judged, and she's being judged, and the community is being judged. Well, first of all, you can't get past what you see. If you're not used to seeing a community look a certain way, you don't have to.
Mary, y'all pulled up in a Mario golf cart. And he got out the car. Hi, Mom.
Right. It could be anywhere. It could be in the States too. If you go down a neighborhood you're not used to going down to, or whether you're visiting, you'd be like, oh, okay. Okay. Every neighborhood has the hood. Every neighborhood has,
absolutely
things that may not be up and up for your taste. You know what I'm saying? But
listen, it's some neighborhoods in Detroit that I'm like, yeah, let's go down a different street.
I mean, they're here too.
Because it looks like Beirut down there. So,
well, I won't say all that, but there's
I'm just saying, it do.
So the thing is, when they get back to the house, Mary still got her stank face on. And I'm like, so you want Brandon's mom to be like, oh, hey, girl, hey. And you looking like, Brandon, that's your mother. You know she don't like me.
With her arms crossed.
Right.
Talk about she went in for a hug after he said hug. Mary, we all watched it. He said hug. Y'all was both like.
Right. Like, no. you first, or don't touch me. It's right. She's just so young and immature that it's too much for me, because I'm with the mom on this one. So then when the mom gets to the house, he's showing her around, and Even Mary's still looking at her with that same stink face, like, oh, I hope she likes it in here. First of all, there's too many bugs. It's too much National Geographic for me in that house. 1. 2, you should tell me before I got there, so maybe I could get to a hotel somewhere outside.
Right. Is there a Hilton around?
That spider they killed behind the mattress. I said, "Oh my Lord!" They didn't even have to zoom in. That's how big that spider was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I said, I'd rather have 1,000 geckos than no spiders. Ain't no way.
But
Right.
Brandon's trying to say like, oh, mom, this is the culture here. Yes, it is. That's the culture there. So you do kind of have to like readjust your mind. But she's not going to readjust her mind. She just got there. You know what I'm saying? How can you sleep comfortably knowing you just killed this big old tarantula? There's a big old spider carcass. I didn't know spiders shed their skin either. I was like,
I didn't know either. I was like, do that? Okay.
No, the big ones do. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
Never
it's called molting.
I thought that was just for snakes, though. I didn't know spiders.
Yeah.
Spiders molt.
I thought there was snakes and those bugs that come out in like August that make all that noise in the trees.
Oh, cicadas.
Yeah. I thought it was just those two. Okay, well,
spiders molt. You can see a tarantula's old exoskeleton.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't know because I don't have those in my home.
Correct. And even her grandma had a stank face. It's just the fact that just because you have been there for 3 months and gotten used to this, like, I'm not going to get used to this. And as a mother, let me speak from myself as a parent, not just from watching the show. I wouldn't be comfortable with my son going there. I understand why he did, because he feels like this is the love of his life. But it's just the fact that the relationship that they had before he went to the Philippines, just constantly on the phone, constantly being monitored, this and that, where I think that Brenda's mom feels like he has been smothered and he hasn't been able to make too many choices. Now that Mary is pregnant, I'm not going to use the word stuck, but he's stuck.
He ain't stuck.
It's a lifetime. It's a commitment now. It's a commitment, whether you stick around or not.
He could catch one flight and never see that baby again and be the best man ever in America.
Oh, but Phil Foster Dog Mom said Brandon's mom was a little disrespectful. If you can't say something nice, don't say anything. I guess Mary decided not to.
She's going to be quiet the whole time she there.
But
what you mean?
I don't think Brandon's mom was disrespectful coming out. I just think that she was like shocked and overwhelmed because she didn't say anything to Mary. She said it to her son. Because if you don't say anything, you say it to your son or daughter. So that's where we, defer, Phil Foster Dog Mom. Dolores says, both Mary and Brandon young and immature. Yep. And Sharon said, she laughed, said, he's stuck. Yeah. So Mary wants Brandon to always defend her over his mother. And what do you think about that, Devontae, specifically?
She's a nut. She's a nut.
But do you think he should defend his mom over her? Or
it depends. It depends. What is he defending Mary about? What his mom's gripe about you is you're controlling.
Yeah.
My son can't take a poop without you being on the phone. You said you can't be around your mother and your sister because they women. You were in the house of the Lord in the Philippines. You said, don't look, stare at the priest. What kind of, first of all, if you grew up around your grandparents, who is acting like that? Because your grandparents don't give me that vibe. So where are you getting this crazy attitude from? Because one person cheated on you when you was 12? Ma'am, stop it. Stop it. It wasn't real at 12, Mary. Wake up and smell the coffee. Wake up. Brandon, you're slow. I don't feel bad for you. And his mom, Mom, you were a drug addict. And this is what happens when you don't take care of your kids. He's trying to find the mother, the love. He's trying to create what he never had. But he don't know what he's doing. He don't have no guidance. Nobody around Brandon is telling Brandon the right thing. His godparents didn't tell him nothing. They got him in the back living in an RV, sending all his money back there. If they really loved Brandon, they would have snatched that phone and said, you're hanging up the phone. Mary, he going to call you back tomorrow.
Yeah.
and cut the phone off. No, Brandon, you can't talk to her. And if you're gonna continue, you got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry. You can't even take the trailer. Go. You want to be with Mary? Go over there to the Philippines. Goodbye. They don't. It's no structure around him. He just doing stupid stuff.
I'm going to say a little bit. I'm not saying from the family aspect where we know specifically about Rob and Sophie from the other channel, but Rob gives me a little bit of Brandon, like maybe like there's some abandonment issues, definitely some family issues, because just the way that he goes off and the way he goes off on the immature level, because he's over 30 that he does. Yeah, something is, almost similar.
Something ain't clicking.
And he the oldest. You got to think he probably really got to see her high. The other siblings is young, so she probably started to get herself together. So they didn't get the same experience. So he damaged. And look at Mary. We don't know what happened. Where her parents at? Something happened because that's why she a little off. She a little off. She looking for love. He look two damaged people. And what they think? They think they're gonna create the best thing for this baby. It's gonna be they. You know what they are? The 90-day Krishan Rock and Blueface.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Goodness, that's a lot. That's a lot. And supposedly, allegedly on baby number 2. Allegedly. So, but anyway.
Don't that sound familiar?
I guess. So that was the end of the episode. Did you have any more comments, Tamika, or the chat?
No, Devontae said it all.
He said it all.
Yeah,
Krishan. This little Krishan Rock, just the Philippine version. It travels everywhere.
It's everywhere. That's right. So, well, Tamika,
I'm waiting for Gino. I can't wait for next week. What you call his house dirty yet flowing? I'm like, Gino, this your opportunity. This your opportunity, Gino.
Yes.
Killer spirit now.
That's one of the things that popped up for me for next week. So we have just little tidbits, like you said, Gino and Jasmine. Whatever argument they get into, she's like, what is on my skin? I'm like, Jasmine, now you know good and well, you trying to move somewhere different. Gino has lived there for probably 30 years. He is not going anywhere, right? Okay. She's like, what is this? What is this on my skin? And she's like, it's dirty in here. Gino said, you've always lived in a dirty house. You had mice. I said,
and you know that struck to the core when she was like, "You beep? What do you mean?" You know when somebody just say something simple and you just spaz, it hit her to the core.
Yeah,
I was like, "Ooh,
that was funny."
He said it on national TV, and she don't want her face to look bad. But he said, "You had mice." I said, "No, Jesus."
And usually Gino don't be lying. So.
Sharon says Devontae on it tonight, and Dolores says, "Yep, Devontae on the roll. You was on the roll tonight.
You was on the roll.
I'm telling you, I died.
His weedy with extra sugar.
Extra.
And also, what popped out to me, besides Rob having another tantrum, like we could wait on the tantrum, but Holly and Wayne, the power grid goes down, and he said, "I don't want to hear you whining about the power. You already know what it is." I said, "Oh my goodness." So Wayne trying to give a little chutzpah, talk about, girl, hush up.
Call your mama and go back home, Holly.
Right.
Rapunzel, take yourself home. You don't want to be around these Africans. He live in a bad part of Africa, okay? They more dangerous than African American.
Why you playing it? Seriously, though.
Gotta go.
So, well, that was in this episode. So y'all like the double episodes. We'll keep it going. Thursday is Married at First Sight. It should be the reception, about to go to the honeymoon. So we'll go live when they do the honeymoons, because until they do the honeymoons, there's nothing to talk about, because they just doing like the little filler episodes. You know what I'm saying?
I think the one guy that got stood up, there's another woman coming for him.
Yeah, but not right away. I heard it's going to be like after the honeymoon.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we'll see how that works out. So we'll go live when they do the honeymoon stuff like that on Thursdays. But to replace 90 Day Last Resort, the Family Chantel starts Sunday. Watch out for the video. We'll be back for that, because that's the mess, and I like that show. So any final thoughts before we go? Or you guys are good?
We're good.
Dolores, does Rob have a shower? No, he does not.
He got to take a whole bath.
They never figured out if it was a shower at the little thing.
I thought they got to take the whole bath in the sink.
Oh, that's what
Where-
they gotta do all the time. Oh, so you can imagine what he stank like. A whole bath only works so many times.
Found Chantel alive. Not alive for the first episode because we'll probably get caught up, but maybe the following episode. Maybe episode 2. So Family Chantel. So
Oh, baby.
Yep. So thank you all for joining. Tamika, hope that cough gets better.
Listen, I'm trying. About to take me some Father John's, honey.
I know it's getting cold up there in Michigan.
It was 70 degrees last week. 75.
Oh, well, yeah, we got similar weather. We right next
Yeah.
to each other, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
cold. I was seeing
It's cold.
snowflakes.
It was snowing today. Yeah. Yeah. 30. It was 30 degrees this morning.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Y'all bundle up. Bundle up.
Forget you.
I'll talk to y'all next time. Thank you for joining, everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.